It's Tuesday 24th of August. I don't have my radio mic on, so it'll be a little bit windy, but you'll still get a nice look around the town. South Pattaya Road, and if we took the road down there at the left, that would take us down to the beach. I don't know if you noticed the traffic lights have a countdown system here, so you know how long you've got to wait. It does lead to a little bit of jumping the lights before they turn green, or putting the foot down to get through them before they turn red. Morning.
Good morning to you.
Now, I know what you're thinking. It's a one-way street, and that motorbike just went down the wrong way. But it's okay, this is Thailand. Expect the unexpected. It's probably about 20 past 6 now. As you can see, the monks are out. So we're right next to Central Mall, still on Second Road. I always see comments about guys asking the Baht Bus route for getting round the town. Now going back 20 years, 90% of the Baht buses just went round the road I'm on just now, Second Road, up to the Dolphin roundabout, and took a left down onto Beach Road, down to Walking Street, and back up to Second Road, and that was the circuit, and you were 10 baht. They've expanded a little bit just recently. They do now go up Soi Buakhao, but in the main, this is still what people would call the Baht Bus route. And there we go up to Klang, probably 6:30 in the morning. Now with the Baht Bus you always had an option up at the Dolphin roundabout. If your bus went straight over the roundabout, you just rung the bell and get off and catch another one that goes down to the beach. Same at the other end. Occasionally some of the buses, when they come up from Walking Street, they turn right where all the Baht buses park on that road. They're the ones that take you to Junction. But now it's common to see Baht buses going down Soi Buakhao and some of the other small sois as they try and diversify the routes so people can get around a bit easier. Early morning in Pattaya, you get a lot of people out running and cycling. I think at this time of the day they genuinely are running or cycling. 5 o'clock in the afternoon, things start to cool down a little bit again, and the people out doing exercise come out again. So it's just passing Soi 6. There isn't much to show you down there just now. They're all just closed bars. So. So we're at it's now called Central Marina. If you haven't been here for a few years, you won't recognise it. It's the shopping centre with the big sea inside it at the back. There's also a few of these body massage shops. I think there's 3 in this area. In front of us now is the new Terminal 21 with Grand Centre Point Hotel on the side of it. As you can see, there's a couple of new condos there. Yeah, well, there's a dolphin roundabout in front of us, just so you get your bearings. And 2 condos being built there. I hear a lot of guys say, "Oh, there's a pandemic. Why they're releasing condos?" The truth is, any one of them condo developments there probably started 6 years ago. More than that. They get the funds together, find the correct land. Do the designs, purchase the land, get all the planning permissions, start to market the property. There's a bit of a wind here, I'll try and slow down a bit. Market the property, and then they start building. So the timeline for a build is probably anywhere between 5 and 8 years for some of these big projects. Slow down. There's a bit of a wind off the beach. As you can see, There's people down there doing their exercise. On the right, you see all the big traffic cone things they've got here. They've got a new expansion project. It's all part of the same expansion of the beach that started years ago, and this is now the sidewalk being done, but it's caused a bit of controversy. They seem to like the palm trees and how it looks, so in the main, as long as they're okay, they've been kept. But there was these other, I'll call them European style trees, more like a tree you'd know back in the UK, and they started cutting all them down, and it has opened out the beach a lot. It's changed how it looks, it's made it a lot lighter, and you can imagine at night it'll be more illuminated. But some of the prominent Thais in the town got a little bit upset, and they've put a hold not on the project, but on them cutting down any more trees. The truth of the matter is there's very few trees left now, so they didn't mess about when they started cutting them down. Now I come down here with my wife sometime in an evening, just for a bit of exercise and walk our dog. And there's still lots of girls hanging about, but there is big areas of the walk where the lighting isn't so good because of these trees. And now here's one of the trees just on the right hand side. They haven't cut down this one because it's right next door to the Buddha. But anyway, that's the kind of trees they've been taking out. And most of them have been actually on the sand side of the sidewalk. Again, if you come down here in an evening from these big trees, there's a lot of big bats. I don't know what variation, but these things are quite big. They're like 40-50 centimetre wingspan. But they tend to be in that big kind of trees, or that kind of tree. Yeah. is back on the other side on Beach Road of Central Shopping Centre, the Hilton. And just next door to that, view to A6. On the left here, we have scooters, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, open. A lot of guys were saying it'd be like taking coals to Newcastle, and I suppose so in a way, but there's lots of different people to cater for here. Okay, now the truth comes out. I'm Scottish, and from 3 to 4 o'clock they do 50% off. So I have been known to go there, have an Asahi. What else do they do that's very good? Like pulled pork tacos and things like that. Just like typical Hooters bar food. And with 50% off, it brings it down to reasonable kind of price. And that's us down at Walking Street. And at these traffic lights is pretty much where I started the video. So that'll give you a good idea of the Baht Bus route. And all you do, put your hand out, wave one down, jump on. If it's going the way you want, just keep sitting until you see where you want to go, ring the bell, get off, hand him 10 baht, walk away. If you start to speak to the bus driver and ask him to go, where you want, the price will go to 100, 200, even 300 baht. I remember one time we came out from a bar on North Pattaya Road. I had my mum with me. I'm nearly 60, so you can imagine my mum was probably about 80 at this time, and we'd had a few drinks, and there was a Baht Bus outside that had a Thai passenger on it, and I felt guilty afterwards, but essentially he threw the Thai passenger off the bus because he knew he could charge us more for where we wanted to go. But this is what happens in Thailand. What I would recommend any of you guys that are coming over here, you don't have to rely on Baht buses, and there's always motorbike taxis, you know. Although I'm not a great fan, I think I have used them twice in an emergency. But what I'd recommend is you download an application called Bolt Taxi, B-O-L-T. It's got a map on it. You can type the name where you want to go, or just select the place on the map. It knows where you are. You select the kind of vehicle you want, whether you want a people carrier, a car, a luxury car, up to you. And it shows you the price for all the options that are there. Very cheap. To give you an idea, probably Pratamnak, where I stay, into town, 60 baht, or under £1.50 in UK money, less than €2, and that's for 3-4 people. So there's no point in messing about with a Baht Bus, even that, you know, if there's a few of yous. We'll take a left here into Soi Buakhao. The market here is just a fraction of what it used to be. Typically a Tuesday and a Friday is the full market days, and it is a Tuesday today, so this will be one of the busier days. And the market's quite special to me. That's where we bought our little dog 4 years ago. I stay in a condo, so dogs really aren't allowed. And my plan, that was when my mum was moving over, my plan was to buy some land, build a house for my mum, build a house for myself, move out my condo, rent it out. And the oil crash came, and my mum's house, which was in Aberdeen, took longer to sell because of the oil market downturn. So by the time it came to decision time for my mum moving out, she just felt she was a little bit old to take care of a house. So she's in the same building as me, a nice 2-bedroom, 106 square meter condo. That means she can have friends over when all this pandemic rubbish disappears. Very hard for her just now. I do all the shopping and bring things in, but she hasn't got any kind of social life, you know. She's getting very good with technology. Mum, if you're watching, Netflix. cinema, HD, YouTube. God, she's discovered so many things in the last year and a half of the lockdown. So anyway, I bought the dog because that was the plan. And he's a good little boy, he doesn't bark, he's very quiet. And yeah, now he's all the people in the condo. We've only got 79 units in the condo, and all the owners that are there know him. Yeah. Indicators aren't a big thing here. You just got to go with the flow. Cheap Charlie's we've just passed on the right hand side. Now yesterday I came down with a friend and we went into Soi Buakhao, and you'll see Klang's sausages there. Now she used to have a little cart on the Soi, but she's got this permanent location now. We had a nice Cumberland sausage with plenty of fried onions and a hot dog bun. It really was lovely. Oh, with cheese, that's right. We've just passed LK Metro, that area there. Soi Honey on my left. And we're coming up to Tree Town again on my left. So all the gloom and doom merchants say Pattaya's finished, it'll never come back. I don't believe it's the case. You can see there's been a lot of money spent developing, and where people have been waiting for some of the lower end businesses to fail, this has now happened. Excuse me. So I'm going to take you in the back here for a couple of reasons. One of my friends, he bought a bar here maybe about 10 weeks ago. There it is on the left, Dream Bar. Let's have a little look. I'll show you what it looks like. Wait, I get off this bike. So you can see it's all been done out. They're just finishing off the last few bits. He's got a pool table in there, some big televisions, and I believe it's going to be an 80s themed bar. Right opposite, a new bar, French Kiss. Right next door to that, first bar. Oh, I don't know if you noticed down here in the middle, Pattaya Beach Club. So it's been developed. I'm sure it's just ready to open, waiting for you guys to come back. And Danny's Sports Bar. He's keen on his pool. He's got a couple of nice pool tables in there. Now this was traditionally the quieter side of Tree Town. However, you can see there's probably going to be some big changes. Oh, stop it. You. you see there's been changes that have got to happen in Walking Street. So I would have thought, the way I see things is definitely this area and Buakhao and Lenki, etc. LK Metro, they're going to become the new centre. Now, somewhere here on the left is the new buzzing bar. I would have thought it was that one there. But who am I to know? It'll all be revealed on. Oh, it's today it's revealed. So in about an hour's time. A new Korean barbecue place. So it might be a bit of a demand for parking in this area. That might be the only issue. It's never been the easiest place to park when it's high season. And they just overtake. They don't care. In fairness, it was a junction. You know, I wasn't there 5 seconds before that, so. Anyway, Thai say might be right, like, no problem, don't worry about it, just get on with life. So as I was saying earlier about the Baht buses, they now come down Soi Buakhao. Maybe one of you will put a comment below as to what routes you know they're taking. The majority of people here do wear masks. You see that Baht bus is turning round, so it just looks like they go to the end of Soi Buakhao, go back down to Tuck, and they probably join on the second road. And that's us back down to Pattaya, Klang. Just checking behind me, we'll do a turn. As you can see, we wear a mask, but a helmet is totally optional. I understand it's hot, so, and they can get away with it, so the police don't seem to bother them. for myself. I'm out on the bike, my push bike, either this one or my road bike. Always wear a hat, always wear safety gloves, just to more for comfort than anything else. But if you come off, it's going to protect your hands a little bit. Always wear a helmet. I always have my back lights on, and depending on the roads, I have a couple of front lights that I put on as well. Not for me to see, but for me to be seen. So the monks will be heading back now. Usually by about 7 AM they've all gone back to the temple. Okay, hope you've enjoyed your little tour around the town. We're back at Tree Town here again. I don't know why they've built a big clinic there. It is so out of place for the type of businesses that are going to be around it. It's just out of place. Okay, thank you for joining me. Have a look at some of my other videos. I usually put music on, so my videos aren't monetized or anything. It's not about building a channel. It's just about helping people, showing them around. Okay, so take care guys, and we'll speak to you again soon. Bye bye.